Welcome to day 16 of our 30 days of Photoshop retouching, and we have another beautiful image over here. And as you can see already, this picture looks crazy. We are going to attempt to edit it. Alright, yeah. So my name is Okodedia, by the way. Welcome back to my channel. If you find videos like this useful, kindly subscribe, like this video here. You know what to do already, right? So let's just jump in and start editing. Alright, so I'm going to zoom out, Control J to make a duplicate of the background layer. And then I'm just going to examine this to see and to remove some parts, some pimples and some things on the face that I don't really like. I'm not really feeling. Alright, so we have some pimples over here and stuff. Yeah, this image is very tricky because of this stuff on her face, but then we still have to edit it. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and then just circle, drag to a clean area. I'm using the patch tool to do this. Circle, drag to a clean area, circle, drag to a clean area, like that. So you're just going to repeat this process until you're getting a nice image. So I'm just going to speed this side up, and I'm going to be back in a bit. Alright guys, so this is what we get now. This is what we're having. Let's quickly check the before and after. This is the before, and then there's the after. As you can see, there are certain things on the face that I removed. Yeah, so this is the after. Okay, so let me just go ahead and then trim and clean this I don't know how to call it, so that hair extensions or frontal. Let me just trim it up. Still using the patch tool to do this. Just gonna drag to a cleaner area like that. Yeah, if you know the name for this stuff, please let me know. I know whether it's frontal or hair extension. Kindly let me know if you know the name to that in the description, in the comment section. Alright, so I think our image is looking good. We can now start with the skin smoothing. Alright, so we're first gonna duplicate the background layer again. That is the layer that we're working on. I'm gonna rename this to color. We are now going to create figurine separation adjustment layers and texture like this. Then I'm gonna hide the texture layer, select the color layer, come to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm gonna keep it at 5 where I don't see any details on the image. Alright, so 5 is okay. I'm gonna select okay like this to accept the changes. Then I'm gonna come to the texture layer, make it visible. I'm gonna come to image, apply the image. Yeah, the source at 16, that's the name of the image. Then you're gonna change this to color. Then keep the channels at RGB, blending mode at subtract, and then opacity at 100, scale at 2, and then offset at 128. So I'm gonna select OK like this. Right, so you come here to the blend modes over here as well, and I change this to linear light. Yeah, now I'm going to put this in a group. I'm going to press and hold Control, select the color layer, Control again, and then G to put it in a group. I'm going to rename this to FS, meaning figurine separation. Alright, if you want this action played for you, I have it in my digital store. You can check it out. The link is in the description box. Alright, so I'm going to select the color layer. Then I'm gonna use the mixer brush tool to try and then smoothen the skin out. So this is the settings that I'm mostly used to. We have the soft round brush over here selected. Then you're gonna keep this as clean brush. You're gonna make sure this is unchecked. It's deselected. You're gonna make sure this is selected. Then you're gonna set this at custom. Wets at 100%. No, let me decrease the wetness to say 50. Yeah, 50 is cool. 50% is cool. And load at 35%, mix at 47%, and then the flow at 30%, and then the pressure at 10%. Right, so now we have this. So let's go ahead and try and smoothen the skin out without damaging the image. This looks very interesting. Yes, well, let's just take our time and then do this. I'm starting, yes, smoothing or blending the frontal in like that. This is a very meticulous work, so I would advise you take your time to do this. Just continue. But as you can see, the brush size is quite small, not too big, because you are working on specific areas of the image. So I'm just gonna proceed and then just keep brushing. Take my time and then keep brushing like that. Let's check the before and after. This is the before and then this is the after. You can see some great change going on. I'm just gonna proceed, keep brushing like that. Keep brushing. So I'm gonna move to the side of the face. I'm gonna proceed to keep brushing. I'm gonna come to the side. Just take your time when you're brushing. So I'm almost done with the hard parts on her forehead. So I'm moving to the other side. I just finished the side as well, so I'm just gonna move to the side. Always make sure you take your time when you're doing this once again. There's this effect that whenever you brush onto something solid like this, is going to give you some kind of shadowy effect, which we don't want. We want just the skin to be retouched and not the stuff on her face. This image is quite challenging. Yeah, so when you're attempting to edit it, make sure you take your time to do it. I'm gonna keep brushing. Yeah, it's kind of getting frustrating over here, but I'm trying to manage myself. It's getting frustrating. Yeah, because on a norm, if there's nothing over there, you're just gonna make big strokes and then you're good to go. But then, because of the things on the face, you have to take your time to be careful with any stroke that you make. And there's quite a lot of strokes going on in the image, so you can imagine. And imagine my frustration. Sorry. Yeah, you're gonna take your time and then do this. I know that not everybody is going to attempt to retouch such an image, but then, hey, sometimes you have to challenge yourself. That's the only way you're gonna learn, or you're gonna try out new things, and that's the only way you're also gonna grow. Yeah. So whenever you want to move the image around, you're just gonna press and hold the space bar and then drag it to any parts that you want. Alright, so I'm just gonna proceed this. I'm gonna speed the side up. I'm sure you've gotten to understand or gotten to know what I'm actually doing. So I'm just gonna speed it up. I'm gonna be right back. Alright guys, so let's quickly check it before and after. This is how far I am now. This is the before and there's the after. This is the before and then there's the after. Wow, the image is looking good. I'm actually in love with the results that I'm getting over here. Wow. This was quite difficult and challenging from the beginning when I saw the image at first, but I think I'm loving it now. Let me just edit her lips a little bit. So still with the color layer selected, just gonna paint over her lips a little bit. Yeah, our image is looking very good. Alright, so let's move to the body. Let me just retouch her body real quick. I increase the brush size and then just brush on her skin like that. So I'm gonna speed this side up as well. I'm gonna be back very soon. Alright guys, so let's quickly check the before and after. That is the before and then is the after. I think we have to retouch this side a little bit. So let me just clean this side up. I'm gonna use the spot healing brush tool to do this. Just gonna brush over this side like that. Control 0 to fit to screen. Let me zoom in once more. Let's inspect and see if there's anything that's serious that we have to work on. The before, this is the after, this is the before, then the after. Our image is looking very nice. So there's this mark over here that I would like us to remove. So we're going to use the spot healing brush tool to do this as well on the on the texture layer. Yeah, so I'm just going to brush over it like this to remove. And then let's come to her nose this side as well, then this side also. Okay, this side too. Alright, Control Z once more to fit to screen. So this is how our image is looking now. It's looking very nice. So I think we should work on this side of her face. So I'm going to use the mixer brush tool on the color layer and I'm just going to blend this side into the image like that. And this side as well. Yeah, zoom out, check the before and after. There's the before and then there's the after. This side also, I think we have to work on this side. Before and after. There's the before and then there's the after. Yes, our image is looking very nice. So from here you can proceed to whiten the eyes and then add your color grade into it, then do whatever you want to do with your image and you're good to go. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in part 17. Bye.